How to destroy all 10th anniversary goodwill in one action. Now, I'm not gonna say that Wargaming has kind of destroyed it, it's just that it kind of ruined this whole anniversary event a bit, and this circles around this code which is XVOYAGE. So if you don't know about what happened yesterday, I was not able to make the video about it, but let's talk about it today. Everyone should know that Wargaming has done oopsie once again, and the players are not really happy about it. And I mean, I do believe that this is the mistake, that Wargaming should not have done it in the first place. I will try to explain that what exactly happened, and it starts from this whole thing. By the way, this whole thing is all over the Reddit and the Discord itself. And by the way, I make World of Warship videos, so if you do find these sort of information useful, please check out, like and subscribe, and let's talk about this thing which happened to be on yesterday on Clyde Plays Live. This is the CC that has streamed on that day. Basically, he come up with the code XVOYAGE, which not only gave you guys 20 days of premium and a mission chain for a tier 7 cruiser Boise, it contains that mission having 40 million credits, 7 super containers, 1 million elite commander XP, along with a ton of free XP and a lot of blue boosters that you can get possibly from just a single code, XVOYAGE. And for some reason, someone accidentally used it on the accounts that are older ones. This code was intended to be only used for new players, but for some reason someone have just accidentally used it on very old account or something like that and find it out to be working for them, which kind of triggered this whole thing that everyone is like, wow, Wargaming come up with the code anniversary 10th edition XVOYAGE. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. As you can see, these are the initial impressions of the players. Holy shit, that still worked and the rewards were huge. Everyone is like really happy. You know, everyone is like, well, I haven't even bothered going to the computer for most of the codes I've seen on here, but I jumped up out of the bed right away for this one because the rewards are actually pretty good. They have given like 4,000, I would say, community tokens or something like that, but it's not exactly like that, which players were very excited about. And again, some of the players are really excited. They were amazing. They said, I don't think so this can happen, but if it does, that's amazing. Everyone really likes that Wargaming has done a really good job. This is the best cherry on the cake that Wargaming can possibly do. And then there are some people who already started to speculate, or at least that, you know, Wargaming might, you know, ruin this. And as you can see, yeah, this seems to be too good to be true. I won't be surprised if they claw back the mission chain, trying to speedrun as much of it as I can in co-op at the moment. So without, like, Wargaming did not change anything at that time when he made this comment, and already people were very skeptical about it, and people start to like speedrun this as much as they possibly can to farm all these rewards, including the boys a tier 7 premium cruiser. People were already starting to do that. And then a couple of hours later, that's what exactly happened. Wargaming has removed the combat missions from my account and people were really pissed about it. And again, all of the players are starting to like, what really happened? Why they have given us really good rewards in the form of a single code and then reverted those combat missions which they have gained from that code, only to realize that, okay, we can't do anything. Wargaming has just pulled everything back, all the rewards. So what basically happened? Let me explain again a bit more in detail. So I really like this comment in another Reddit post. It says they unlock the impact force code behind a different code. So in this case, we have the XVOYAGE, which basically works kind of like the impact force code. This code is really, or I would say was really powerful. Along with the XVOYAGE itself, it's kind of the copy of this code, which by the way gives new players tons of things, including in this case Boise and missions, which I have already talked. So you know what happened in a few minutes ago, it looked like they took it away from the people who have got it but had older accounts. So everyone who had old accounts, they just pulled everything back, just like I said before. And then there is the official statement by Wargaming itself regarding the XVOYAGE code. So basically they said, captains, last night the XVOYAGE code was erroneously flagged to be available for all players rather than just new players as a kickstart to their journey in World of Warships. So that's what their intentions were always been. The XVOYAGE code should work for newer players, but what really happened that it started to work for older players. Someone have kinda tried to use them, it worked for them. Wargaming did not realize it that it's working for every single player, including the older players. So they basically reinstated the code in its intended manner and well pulled up the combat mission. But what they have really done at the end though, that was earned by players who, by the way, speed running already before Wargaming catch up on them, who completed stages of this mission while it was available, will not be removed from account. So Wargaming basically said that everyone, or at least anyone who has basically completed some stages of that mission, which does have tons of rewards, they will still going to have those things in their account. But the other players who just got the code activated, well, sorry guys, we will not gonna give you that much of a freebie because it's too much and this might hurt our sales or something that we sell in premium shop. That's kind of the indirect way of saying this. Okay, so after this there are actually two groups that basically against Wargaming and also with Wargaming as well, believe it or not. So some players are like saying this. So for example, seems like a reasonable response, though if someone was close to a Boas and then poof, it's no longer in the reach, that could be annoying, I get that, but what they have given in this 10th anniversary, you guys literally forget. So he basically trying to remind all of us that they have given Kushiro, GQ Johnny for free, a tier 10 bonus code, 32,000 doubloons, super containers, yada yada yada. So that's how some players or a group of players started to defend Wargaming, whereas some players, which I would say I will be belong to them. To be honest, I will be belong to them. If I would be a Wargaming, I will never gonna, I would say, make that code intended to be only new players. I will just let them slide that code in for everyone, at least for some time, and then I would say, then we will just gonna block it. I kind of do that. This is my personal opinion, okay? But I would be in this group. The correct way to handle this, we released this in error. Okay, so that's a Wargaming mistake. Wargaming has basically mistakenly, accidentally make available this code to everyone. So that's the Wargaming fault. But what they have done is just one step ahead, making the players pissed a bit for sure. So what they have done, or at least what they should have done, is going to be that we are going to go ahead and let everyone have it, just like I said. It's a voice, the game will be fine. The incorrect way to handle this, so this is the correct way to handle this. I would say this is the way I will also going to handle. The incorrect way to handle this, well, Wargaming has done the second option. We gave you something and took it back because for some reason, one ship with append reality. So, I mean, it's kind of like he said that, okay, Wargaming is like, nah, I think we just cannot do that. It's just too much to be free. We have already given you free, so we can't do that. It's bad for our sales. It's bad, but they don't realize that the PR that they are trying to just making it good for this whole 10th anniversary, it definitely got up a bit mixed because of this whole incident. As you can see, there is another, I would say, a good comment. Look at this. I have no dog in the fight as I did not redeem the code in question, nor do I need anything it gives. Basically kind of in the same train as me. That just seems to be the reasonable and fair solution. Wargaming messed up apparently and gave a code that was not intended to be everyone. Once they discovered the mistake, a reasonable solution is to pull the code so no one else get it and let those who did redeem it get the stuff and do the mission. But unfortunately, that is what I also believe. I have never seen a company that is so good at being so messed up and customer and unfriendly. They are literally their own worst enemy. Yet another instance where they are so worried about their pixel goods given out for free, they would rather take yet another big hit to their already not so good reputation, I would say. Although they are really making it good, and I will give still some edge to Wargaming because they are actually giving you a lot of rewards. But still, this thing does not make sense to me as well. And as you can see, last comment that I would really say in this video, other companies might have just rolled with it, using it to garner goodwill with their customers. Wargaming unfortunately feels like they can rather do the opposite and antagonize them. And the worst part is that they're probably right insofar as their numbers work. I mean, the numbers are working, and they're gonna be just fine. Okay, if they see the numbers fumble or another Steel Hunters event happens again, maybe Wargaming will again realizes this more, because anything that just goes pretty badly in not in favor of Wargaming, then they just realize it and try to just recoup with it, or at least fix it. Right now they don't think so that this is gonna be a big of a deal, but players are making it, and there are now currently two groups, either defending or either against it. What do you think, guys? I just want to give you that that information. If I would have gotten that code, I would have posted it on YouTube, but everyone will say to me like, oh boy, it started to not work for me, so I did not done that. But I also did not realize it, that this kind of working in a way, so I was not able to post it on time. Otherwise I would have posted it if Wargaming does this thing which he has said, like they just get away with it and just help players to just get some more freebies, no problem. Take care, guys. Let me know in the comments. Peace out.